Voltei. Vamos lá. Vamos falar com o Zembalo? Não, vamos vender as coisas antes de falar com ele. Não. Vender as coisas.
No, I'll kiss you when you stop bleeding. They'll pay good coin for it, I swear.
I should speak up. I'm
Vender as coisas, tá? O
But you're
Rust.
carrying yourself. Now, stop squirming.
It'll take a while for us all to recover. Of course.
Foi pesado? É. Tá 15 também. Vamos ver alguma coisa que legal pra botar pra vender pra ele? Acho que não. Ah, isso aqui a gente esqueci de dar pra Carlac. Dá pra ela depois. Ah, isso aqui nem... O guia não pode usar, então vou dar pra ele. Vende o quê? Vende poção? Vende. Vende pergaminho de ressuscitar também, que eu tô com pouco. Vende ferramentas lá de nome. Não. Vou bastante poção, vou ver as 4. Essa também. E. Meu Deus, eu sempre vou ter bastante disso. Bem que eu tenho 4 já, não tenho só 2, não. Garrafinha aí pra você também. Vermelha também. Isso. Esse aqui também.
May you keep...
Bora. Vou falar com o Zé, valor da o longo então. Aí depois tem que falar com o Halcin.
We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Excellent.
You're handsome.
You're drunk.
I am.
No, an owlbear.
Sabe o problema?
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland.
Hush you, and behold!
Legal.
Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Think of it. No more. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and home.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally?
Não.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy. Perhaps.
Gastado não quer falar comigo.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful. Enjoy myself? There's a worm in my brain. I'm surrounded by idiots, and all I've got to drink is wine that tastes like vinegar.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? By the hells. Sex, my dear.
Que isso?
A night of passion.
Que isso?
Not with you, just to be clear.
Ah,
I mean,
tá bom, tá bom.
Can you imagine?
Não.
No.
Não.
Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
Verdade. Ih, tá brincando com o Doug? Gostou dele?
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you.
Isso.
But I need an angle. Any ideas? Fitting. You're braver than half this
Que
camp
isso?
combined. That deserves to be remembered.
O pessoal aqui é corajosinho também.
Your song was coming along. Then
I should be out there.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Pierce. Vou beber minha aguinha aqui enquanto a galera tá bebendo bebida. Bebam água, saudável. Então, a garrafa de H2O, mas é água, galera.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Nyogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness.
Thank you.
I smell their blood on you still. I smell your sweat. I mean to taste it. Yes, sex. A night such as this calls for flesh to feast on. And I have chosen the sweetest. You know the fortune of my Another fortune yet stands before you. Think if you must. The chance will pass come light of day.
Ela tem uma autoestima boa, né?
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. Later, perhaps. Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the goblin's dungeon. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Beleza. E aí, Gay, aproveitando?
Thank you.
There's that confidence I like. I thank you for seeking me out. Amid all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. There was something rather magical I wish to show you.
O quê?
A lesson. And trust me when I say few have experienced the pleasure I offer to teach. However, it's something best experienced in more intimate surrounds.
Gale.
Once the revelry is ended and the stillness of the night has been restored. For now, please enjoy the celebration. When
Isso
it
foi
is done,
estranho.
I will show you all.
Isso é um pouco estranho, Gale, mas tudo bem. Sem preconceitos, é claro. Parece que você gosta de um baseball bat, mas tudo bem.
Sherry! Or possibly turnip.
I need to dance! No, I need to lie down.
A galera já tá morrendo já. Tudo que é bom. Cadê a Carla?
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us.
Faz tempo que você não tem.
It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. Take you and Gale, for instance. Don't think I haven't noticed the sparks flying.
Não, só amizade aqui.
He's a good egg. A little scholarly for my taste, but I'm sure you could crack his spine like a new book. Good to see the two of you getting along anyway. At least one of us is getting a little action.
Não, que isso, não. Que isso?
Not so much. You spend the whole time avoiding swords and schemes. Plus, people just get nastier as the night wears on. I tried to make friends at first. Learned my lesson fast. Better to keep to yourself in hell.
Faz sentido.
Fuck yes! I'm celebrating my freedom, and our friendship, and these folks' bright future besides. All I need now is a fire-retardant lover to get lost in till sunrise. You too, soldier. Enjoy yourself tonight. You've earned it.
Cadê o Will? O Will não tá aqui. Ele foi dormir? Não. Cadê ele? O jogador tá ali, depois eu coloco ela por último. Cadê o Will?
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. And that sounds like the wine drowning your wits. Go on, enjoy yourself. I've squirreled away a few extra bottles. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price, of course.
Velho. O garoto é muito engraçado, cara. Cadê o Will? Cadê o Will? Mas eu aqui e tal. Cadê o Will? Aqui. Falar com o Will.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. No. I'm deeply proud of you. A touch less so of myself.
Isso, cara.
In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. These people are still in danger. 1,000 perils will still threaten them. They aren't ready to get on the road on their own. You're good at it. You've given me some just by being here. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise.
Beleza.
Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
Valeu, amigo. Fica mais em 3D agora. Vai falar com a Sheva.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. I saw you with Gale. You two looked cozy. Far be it from me to judge. Blood must still be running a little hot after everything.
Vocês estão confundindo as coisas, galera.
Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Your words, not mine. But not what I mean. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me? Just a bottle. I think you have other plans. Well, maybe I would. But first come, first served.
Shadowheart says nothing, but the glimmer of interest in her eyes is unmistakable.
Best not keep me waiting. I'd prefer not to entertain myself.
Aí, ó. Mano, a galera tava achando que eu tava coisa com Gale, mano. Gale é só amizade, galera. Eles entenderam as coisas erradas aí. Das coisas errados.
There's no time to waste.
Entenderam bem errado.
Can't give up now. Can't
Entenderam as coisas erradas. Vê que todo mundo já. Ah, Laisel. Felizmente, a Shadowheart está no meu coração. Pelo menos nessa play. Na outra eu fico contigo.
Maybe it'll bring us closer.
Don't forget our little agreement.
Assim que as coisas se acalmarem. E aí, ô filho, vai cantar a música? Nós?
Your song was...
Go on, do your rounds. But if they hand you something purple, don't drink it. I think they got into Ethel's potions.
Tá. E agora? Como que eu passo só dormir? Ah, não falei com o cachorrão, pô, com o Scratch.
How about... queens, frightful and fierce.
Esse que eu te sigo, amigo?
How many goblins did we kill? 10? Let's make it 20.
That's my girl. I'm ready. On I go. Let us start a conversation.
Vamos falar com o Scratch.
I like these people.
You know, never thought I hate it. This is awful. True. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head. But I'll be here.
Enfim.
What to do?
Vamos continuar. Ir pra cama? Será?
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Your hand was sought by several, but there is only one night ahead. Whose company will you seek? At least for tonight.
Que isso, Gale, cara?
Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
Agora eu acho que é cena mais 18, hein, galera? Se preparem.
You made it. Come here. Sit with me. Lots of people make promises. Few keep them.
Eu tento sempre manter as minhas. Né?
Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions? Bold. What does us entail? I suppose I'll find out. To us. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. Seems like you truly know the city. I never got to explore it to my liking. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting.
Vamos tentar.
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share.
É verdade, né?
When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now. I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us.
Machucado no mão dela.
Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. What? I know, but you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night. Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
Não sou isso.
That didn't hurt, did it? Good to know. For the future. Let's head back, if we must.
Ai, ai. Noite boa, noite boa.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
Vambora.
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. So it seems, though I don't know how. You'll have to choose your approach carefully. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aridin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. but he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers, and maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
Verdade.
Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
Vambora então.
Unfinished business, and a lifetime of regret to repair. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet, if I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection.
Beleza.
I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her.
Beleza.
Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence.
Ele é o meu líder.
Contrary to how some think of us, we druids can play politics when necessary. Now, we've quite the journey ahead. Best get started.
Vambora. Ui. Viu? Valeu, Duda? Oh, tá. É, que a gente leu lá o... A gente leu lá o diário, né, falando que tinha tido os ataques dos caras de chá. Extrato elevado. A gente vai pela liberdade. Vai explorar.
I need a moment for the two of us.
All's well, I hope. No. I just wanted to see how you felt after the night we spent together. When we talked and kissed. I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship will be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well. Wouldn't you be in my place? If there's even the slightest chance that Shah worshippers remain within our reach, we should try and find them. Even if they're all long gone, and that seems quite likely from what we know, who knows what they may have left behind for us to use?
A gente tava
My people are
preferindo pular.
nothing if not resourceful. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother,
forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready.
Já conhece diálogo.
No. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can... I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate... Hope has very serious of you, but go ahead. Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated.
Será que ela já tá puta comigo porque eu não fico com ela pra cama?
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Speak.
Ah, aqui é... Ih, o Will não tá aqui ainda. Estranho.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Ah, yes.
Karsus.
Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
Karsus' folly. Ixi.
For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History. Repetition. It's the way things go. If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Cadê o Will? O Will sumiu? Tá aqui de novo ainda.
Well met.
Ah, tá bom, já tá aqui.
What's on your mind?
Falar com a Astarion.
Need something? Darling, I'm hurt. I thought... it sounds...
Eu vou dar um item pra ela, né? Que eu achei que ela falava.
What's on your mind?
Cadê? Putz, o Bracer of Defense é melhor pra ela. É. Não, vou deixar isso aqui com ela. Vou ficar com o inventário. Dinheiro eu tenho.
Hey, soldier. Sounds boring. Oh.
Need something? Lead on.
Vamos pra onde agora? Vamos lá para o Zentarim. Na real, galera, eu acho que vou sair pra jantar. Só? Ah, tem que dar os buffs antes, né? Eu esqueço. Tem que dar os buffs pra todo mundo.
I have a lot on my mind and, well, anything.
Tá. Tá, vamos pra cá. E vamos pra baixo.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Tem que usar arma, né? Isso. E agora é isso, tá? Tudo certo. Tá. Salvar o jogo. Tem bastante coisa pra fazer ainda. Mas eu vou jantar pra jantar agora, galera. Vou encerrar a live por aqui. Não sei se eu volto hoje, talvez eu volte. Não tenho certeza. Mas é isso então. Obrigado quem assistiu até agora e tamo junto.